Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. Kamala Harris visits key states as presidential campaign gains momentum. Kamala Harris leads Democrats with record support ahead of election. Trump claimed Harris will be easier to beat than Biden in 2024 election. Lindsey Graham warned Trump against personal attacks on Kamala Harris. Blinken arrives in Israel for 11-hour talks on Gaza ceasefire deal. Extreme heat at Colorado air show sickens about 100 people with 10 hospitalized, officials say. French actor and heartthrob Alain Delon dies at 88. Venezuela opposition claims election win, protests continue nationwide. Sudan's paramilitary fighters kill 85 people in attack on central village, residents say. Thailand's King endorses Paetongtarn Shinawatra as Prime Minister. Dricus du Plessis retains UFC middleweight title with fourth round submission of Israel Adesanya. And Man City beat Chelsea 2-0 to begin Premier League title defense. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. US Vice President Kamala Harris visited Pennsylvania on Sunday to boost her presidential campaign. She, along with her running mate Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, met supporters and traveled on campaign buses marked Harris Walz. Polls showed Harris gaining energy and narrowing the gap with Donald Trump in key states like Pennsylvania. Harris planned to visit several areas in Pennsylvania before heading to Chicago for the Democratic National Convention, where she was expected to be nominated as the party's presidential candidate. Trump, who criticized Harris in his speech in Pennsylvania, aimed to counter her campaign with events in swing states. He planned to visit York, Pennsylvania, and Howell, Michigan early next week, focusing on the economy and safety. Harris aimed to hold on to key states that were vital in past elections. Her campaign saw Pennsylvania as crucial for victory. If she wins, Harris would become the first woman president, following in the footsteps of Barack Obama, the first black president. In the 5 weeks since US President Joe Biden dropped out of the election, the Democratic Party saw a major turnaround. Vice President Kamala Harris, now the Democratic candidate, is heading into the Democratic National Convention with record-breaking momentum. Her campaign set fundraising records, filled arenas with supporters, and improved poll numbers in key states. Harris and her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, brought new energy to the campaign, shifting the party's mood from despair to hope. At the convention in Chicago starting on Monday, Harris and Walz were expected to officially accept their nominations. With less than 80 days until Election Day, the party hoped to ride this wave to victory. If Harris wins, she would become the first female president of the US. However, challenges remained. Some experts warned that Harris' early success might fade as the campaign faced divisions on issues like the economy and the Israel-Hamas war. Harris was expected to address these issues while maintaining unity within the party. On Saturday, Republican candidate Donald Trump said he believed Kamala Harris would be easier to defeat than Joe Biden in the upcoming November 5 election, even as some polls showed Harris slightly ahead. Speaking at a rally in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, Trump referred to Harris as a radical and a lunatic and highlighted her past stance on banning fracking an important issue for the state. Trump also made personal attacks on Harris, mocking her love and appearance, despite warnings that such comments might hurt his standing with moderate voters. During the rally, Trump repeated his false claim about losing the 2020 election due to fraud and dismissed climate change concerns. His speech, lasting over 100 minutes, was met with mixed reactions as some attendees began to leave before it ended. Harris, who entered the race after Biden ended his re-election bid last month, has since gained momentum, leading Trump by more than 2 percentage points in Pennsylvania, according to polls. Pennsylvania, with its 19 electoral votes, remains a key battleground in the election. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham warned that Donald Trump risked losing the U.S. presidential election if he continued to focus on personal attacks against Kamala Harris instead of discussing policy. Graham made these remarks during an interview on Meet the Press. He agreed with Nikki Haley's recent advice that Trump and Republicans should stop talking about Harris's race. Graham emphasized that the election should be about policy, stating a nightmare for Harris is to defend her policy choices. He believed Trump could win if the focus stayed on issues. However, he noted that Trump's approach as a provocateur might not succeed in this election. Trump had made several personal remarks about Harris, questioning her race and making derogatory comments about her appearance. Despite rising in the polls, Harris faced these attacks during Trump's rallies. Many believed Trump should have used these opportunities to focus on important voter issues, especially in key swing states like Pennsylvania. Instead, he continued to emphasize personal differences, which concerned some within his party. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrived in Tel Aviv on Sunday for crucial talks aimed at securing a lasting ceasefire in the Gaza conflict. The visit comes as international mediators face uncertainty about the progress of the deal despite earlier optimism. Blinken's trip follows recent high-profile assassinations, including Hezbollah and Hamas leaders, heightening the urgency of a ceasefire. The U.S. hopes to finalize an agreement during his visit, including the release of hostages and detainees. Blinken is set to meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday before heading to Egypt. The U.S., Qatar, and Egypt had previously announced a bridging proposal after talks in Doha. However, Hamas has dismissed the idea of an imminent deal as an illusion, and Israeli officials have expressed caution about the negotiations. Netanyahu emphasized that Israel will negotiate firmly on key issues crucial to its security. The proposed plan includes a 6-week ceasefire with potential extensions to facilitate further discussions on humanitarian aid and prisoner exchanges. On Saturday, extreme heat at the Pikes Peak Regional Air Show in Colorado Springs led about 100 people to seek emergency treatment. 10 of them were sent to local hospitals, officials reported. The Colorado Springs Fire Department stated that most patients were treated on site at the air show held at the Colorado Springs Municipal Airport. Fire Chief Randy Royal praised the quick response of organizers and emergency personnel, which prevented more serious injuries. The event, featuring performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels and various aircraft displays, had sold out for both Saturday and Sunday. The National Weather Service had issued a heat advisory for the area, warning of temperatures between 93 and 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The advisory remained in effect for El Paso and Pueblo counties on Sunday. The fire department urged attendees to stay hydrated and be prepared for the heat with water, hats, sunscreen, and umbrellas. Organizers reminded everyone to take precautions as the heat was expected to continue on Sunday. Tomorrow will be hot again, so please stay safe and hydrated, Royal advised. Now it's time for Global Update. Alain Delon, the acclaimed French actor known for his captivating roles and striking looks, passed away at 88, French media reported. Delon, who first gained fame in the 1960s and 1970s, was celebrated for his roles in films like Plain Soleil and The Leopard. His ability to portray both tough characters and vulnerable leading men made him a memorable figure in cinema. Delon's career spanned acting, producing, and television. Despite growing disillusioned with the film industry later in life, he continued to work in TV movies and stage productions. His last film was The Empty House in 2022. Born on November 8, 1935, in Sceaux, France, Delon had a varied career that included acting, producing, and even managing a stable of horses. His family announced his death on Sunday, leading to an outpouring of tributes across French media and social platforms. Delon's legacy includes a Palme d'Honneur award from the Cannes Film Festival and a career that left an indelible mark on the film world. On Saturday, Venezuela's opposition claimed victory in recent presidential elections they allege were stolen by President Nicolas Maduro. Thousands gathered in Caracas and other cities, as well as in Spain, Belgium, and Australia to protest. The demonstrations followed a call from opposition leader Maria Corina Machado for a protest for the truth. Machado, who emerged from hiding to lead the rally in the capital, accused Maduro of unfairly winning the July 28 elections. She and others support opposition candidates Edmundo González Urrutia as the true winner. "We won't leave the streets," Machado declared to the cheering crowd. Many protesters waved Venezuelan flags and held copies of election records as evidence of their claimed victory. The demonstrators chanted "Liberty, Liberty," and expressed their frustration with the current government. Machado emphasized that peaceful protest is their right, aiming to increase pressure on Maduro to concede. The political tension in Venezuela remains high as the opposition continues to contest the election results. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. On Saturday, Sudan's paramilitary rapid support forces attacked the village of Galgani in central Sudan killing at least 85 people, including women and children. The attack, which began in late July, involved looting, burning homes, and opening fire on unarmed villagers, according to authorities and residents. The RSF fighters reportedly targeted the village after locals resisted attempts to abduct and sexually assault women and girls. Over 150 villagers were wounded in the attack. The RSF has been accused of numerous atrocities since the conflict started in April last year between the RSF and the Sudanese military. The assault in Galgani follows previous RSF attacks, including a significant one in Singa, and comes amid ongoing international peace talks in Switzerland. The RSF has sent a delegation to Geneva but has not participated in the negotiations. The conflict, which has led to widespread displacement and famine, continues to draw global concern. Thailand's King Maha Vajiralongkorn endorsed Paetongtarn Shinawatra as the new prime minister following her election by parliament 2 days earlier. At 37, Paetongtarn became Thailand's youngest prime minister and the second woman to hold the office. Her rise follows the dismissal of her ally Srettha Thavisin by the Constitutional Court, a body influential in Thailand's ongoing political issues. Paetongtarn, daughter of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, won nearly two-thirds of the vote in the House of Representatives on August 16. She is the third member of the Shinawatra family to become Prime Minister after her father and her aunt Yingluck Shinawatra. The king's approval, a ceremonial step, was announced by House Secretary Apat Sukhanand during a ceremony in Bangkok. Paetongtarn, dressed in official uniform, knelt before the king's portrait and delivered a speech expressing gratitude to both the king and the people's representatives for her endorsement. She is expected to form her cabinet in the coming weeks. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Dricus du Plessis defended his middleweight title by defeating Israel Adesanya at UFC 305 in Perth on August 18. The fight was intense, with du Plessis turning the tide in the fourth round. A powerful left hook and a series of right punches knocked Adesanya down. Du Plessis then applied a rear naked choke, forcing Adesanya to tap out moments later. Du Plessis praised Adesanya's resilience, saying, "This man is the king of getting back up. I am still alive. That's the bonus. I came here to die for this belt and to take a life. I'm still champion." Adesanya, aiming for a third middleweight title, admitted making a mistake on the ground. Despite the loss, he expressed confidence about his future. The fight was marked by tension between the fighters, stemming from past comments and rivalries. Du Plessis acknowledged Adesanya's impact on the sport and expressed respect for him. The bout started without the customary glove touch due to their animosity. Manchester City began their Premier League title defense with a solid 2-0 victory over Chelsea on Saturday. Goals from Erling Haaland and Mateo Kovacic secured the win for City in their first match of the season. Haaland marked his 100th appearance for City with a goal in the 18th minute, and Kovacic added a second in the second half. City managed without their Euro 2024 finalists, who were given extra rest by manager Pep Guardiola. Despite their absence, City controlled the match and set a strong precedent for their quest to win a record fifth consecutive Premier League title. Chelsea's new manager faced challenges as he began to reshape his squad, which includes numerous new signings and a large number of players on loan. Chelsea's new captain struggled to make an impact, and their goalkeeper was criticized for conceding the second goal to Kovacic. City's victory highlighted their continued excellence and set them up well for the rest of the season. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 18,753.77. The NYSE Composite is increased by 47.25 points or 0.25%. Tokyo stock close price is 38,062.67. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 1,336.03 points or 3.64%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,879.43. The Shanghai index is increased by 2.07 points or 0.07%. Hong Kong stock close price is 17,430.16. The Hang Seng index is increased by 321.02 points or 1.88%. Bombay stock close price is 80,436.84. The Sensex index is increased by 1,330.96 points or 1.68%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Kamala Harris visits key states as presidential campaign gains momentum. Kamala Harris leads Democrats with record support ahead of election. Trump claimed Harris will be easier to beat than Biden in 2024 election. Lindsey Graham warned Trump against personal attacks on Kamala Harris. Blinken arrives in Israel for 11-hour talks on Gaza ceasefire deal. Extreme heat at Colorado air show sickens about 100 people with 10 hospitalized, officials say. French actor and heartthrob Alain Delon dies at 88. Venezuela opposition claims election win, protests continue nationwide. Sudan's paramilitary fighters kill 85 people in attack on central village, residents say. Thailand's king endorses Paetongtarn Shinawatra as prime minister. Dricus du Plessis retains UFC middleweight title with fourth-round submission of Israel Adesanya. And Man City beat Chelsea 2-0 to begin Premier League title defense. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.